So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Redeployment and Dismissal for Healthcare Workers, No Jab, No Job policy. I know things have changed. So it's about supercharging your career. It's about how we can still do what we love, what our passion is, and we can still do this from a distance even. So sometimes you need to look at things and think about what you can do in order to supercharge your life, your career. So this presentation, I'll give you some ideas. It's about looking at what you could possibly do as well. So are you worried about losing your job, or you may have lost your job? You may have got to that situation where you lost your job, or you've left your job, for example. And it's a worrying time for all of us. So a lot of carepreneurs are actually taking charge of their own career. And this is all happening after, once we get back to some form of normality, we will be looking at different things that we can do, because this has been a big shock for everybody. And it's about looking at what you can do, the things which you can control. So the Great Resignation is an idea proposed by Professor Anthony, who is Texas University, that predicts a large number of people leaving their jobs after COVID pandemic ends and life returns to normal, whatever normal is. Managers are now negotiating the ripple effects from the pandemic as employees reevaluate their careers and leave their jobs in record numbers. So we're getting thousands and thousands of people leaving all around the world. It's not just in the UK. It is all around the world, where people are actually thinking, you know what, I'm going to look at what I need to do now, what I can do. So the resignation rates are highest amongst mid-career employees. Resignation rates are higher in the technology and healthcare industry. Job certainty is causing panic for all concerned. So there's been a complete U-turn in the UK in terms of the government. They'd introduced this NHS vaccine mandate. Now they're doing this complete U-turn, but really, we don't really know what the outcome of this is going to be. But I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to look at offering what you can do to get your business on track. Or if there's a dream that you've got that you've always wanted to do, think about this, So this is a passion, career and livelihood that you've worked so hard for. There's workforce pressures and demand for you to get vaccinated at least one dose. This has now been changed. They're trying to encourage people. And like I said, there's been a complete U-turn, but a lot of healthcare staff, as well as other staff members, are actually rethinking their career, whether they want to continue in that particular job role, for example. And this is not, it's worldwide that we're thinking about here and talking about. So the mandate has been suspended, but do you really want to apply for your job back if you've been sacked from your job or you've lost your job? Do you really want to apply for that job back? Are you feeling let down? Are you feeling confused and feeling frustrated, not knowing which way to go? We all need money, yes. We all need to have a job to make money. So you can look at that situation, but look at it as may not be a permanent situation. It could be a temporary situation. And that is then funding your business, for example. So some of you may be feeling let down. This is your passion, your career, your livelihood that you've worked so hard for. Sleepless nights, for example, time away from your family, mountains of paperwork. but you had a passion, and that's what's been your driving force, because you love to serve. So there is a way that you can still be in your field as a business owner, running your own care agency. And this can be done from home. You can still be at home. You can run any type of business actually from home, not just healthcare. You can run a recruitment business, if it's IT, digital, it depends where, what your specialisms are. And that's what you've got to focus on and really fine tune that to make it your business that you can do from home. So carepreneurs are supercharging the post-COVID care sector. Since the start of COVID, many millions have quit their jobs to pursue the dream of becoming their own boss. The same for the pandemic has revealed just how dependent our societies are on the crucial work of the care sector, which suffers from chronic staff shortages. It was suffering before. Now it's as if it's magnified. The scene is set for a new generation of care sector entrepreneurs. You can read about the new article, which you'll get an email with the new article, where it talks about carepreneurs taking control during this pandemic situation that we've been going through. And it's about me, it's a news press release, and it's talking about what I've talked about, how we're getting and we're finding that more people are interested in actually having their own care business. So looking at the article here, in the 30 years experience with healthcare businesses and nursing care agency, I have tendered for many large-scale contracts and provided thousands of medical staff to the county councils and NHS, for example. So in addition, my experience is procurement supply contracts to train staff in domiciliary care. I've operated my own NVQ, National Vocational Qualification Training School, in 2001. I also set up a medical school in the States as well. I've also had my own medical staffing agency in the States as well as the UK. I've been registered as a home care provider. I've had care homes, I've had supported living care homes, I've had children's homes, mother and baby unit, the list goes on. I've set up multiple income streams. So I want to help you build your own multiple income stream. This is my book that's out on Amazon. You can have the paperback or the Kindle version as well. I think the Kindle version, you get to read it for a month for free. So it's good insight into the different types of businesses that you could be thinking of doing for 2022. So like I said, the book, it's about how you can still do what you love, providing a service, although from a distance, and an option that we've all got. It's an option that we all have to be your own boss. So I was here 30 years ago, exhausted, doing 12-hour shifts, didn't know whether I was coming and going because I was so exhausted. And sometimes I'd get home, I couldn't even sleep because I was so exhausted. I'd gone past sleeping. So I was there. I understand how you must be feeling right now. I want whoever that reads my book to be able to choose their occupation, have clarity about their purpose in their passion. I want them to be awakened to know that you are going in the right direction in your career, to be able to look at other options related to what you're currently doing and love. You may be doing 12-hour shifts away from your family and loved ones, just like what I did. Some of you may have missed out on family occasions. So the no jab, no job. Whilst the vaccination remains our very best line of defense against COVID-19, and all people working in health and social care settings have a professional duty to be vaccinated, the view of this government is that it is no longer proportionate to require vaccinations as a condition of deployment through statute in health, care homes, or other social care setting. And this is a consultation, seeks views on the intervention to revoke this policy. As you can see here, this is the Department of Health and Social Care, the revoking of vaccination as a condition of deployment across all health and social care. So they're revoking all of this as well. So I realized that there was another way. It was to be my own care provider, which would set me free. So I've gone through all the hard work for an organization. You know, you've worked hard for someone and sometimes you don't feel appreciated, which, you know, it leads you to feel disgruntled, you know, sad. You know, you're passionate about what you do and what you want to provide. So we've all been here where you're tired, you're exhausted. You're feeling right now, you're feeling like this. You're feeling exhausted. You're not sure which way to turn. Some of you may have been pressured. Some of you may have made that choice that, no, I'm not going to have a vaccine. There's no right and there's no wrong way. It's up to everyone's choice to be able to have that decision, but not be forced into it. So these are the care homes which I started in 1994. This was a small care home, a home from home, I call it. And it was registered for 3 residents, elderly residents. I set one up. The house with the grey car outside, that's the house that I lived with my family. And this was a council estate. I purchased the house through Maggie Thatcher many years ago. She was the Prime Minister of the UK. And I did my first care home, and it was a home from home approach because I love to serve. I love to care. I also set up I'm a franchisor. So we've got franchises. I also do business consultancy. We have a recruitment agency in the United Kingdom and Cyprus, and I am a healthcare business trainer. These are our websites here for the UK and Cyprus. I've set up healthcare businesses and nursing care agencies. I've tendered for many large-scale contracts, and I've provided trained medical staff to the various organizations. I've got hands-on experience in helping people to set up a care recruitment or a healthcare business. This could be care homes for the elderly, for example, complex care agencies. This photo is me with Tony Robbins on stage. I would highly recommend that you go to one of his events. I walked on coals that day as well, which was amazing. Very, very empowering. I've got 30 years experience in healthcare. Not just consultant, but actually that's done it for 30 years. I've had my own businesses, and I've helped clients set up their businesses as well. But care isn't easy. It's not easy, it's hard work. But if you can do 12 hours for someone else, imagine what you would get back if you did that in your own business. We love what we do. We all have choices. We've all got choices. And we've just got to find what that choice is. So what opportunities is there out there that you could be doing that's related to what you have gone to university for, or college for, trained for all these years? For example, there's multiple opportunities that you can do, and it can be done from home as well. So I love to serve and care for vulnerable people. It's in my DNA. I have a long-standing generation of over 130 years of family members who loved caring as their profession. My great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, Sarah, who's in the middle, my mother, my grandmother, my aunties, my sisters, my cousins, my mother, we all have come from a healthcare. My grandmother came from a very good, strong healthcare background. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to close your eyes, focus, close your eyes, and think for a moment. Below is the image of me showing appreciation and thinking of all my ancestors, the struggles that they faced and the trials and tribulations that they face during difficult forces. They face discrimination, abuse, hostility, being taken away from their homes. You get what I'm saying? They made me who I am today. I am a matriarch. I'm a warrior. I'm a conqueror. I'm a queen. I'm an empress. And I'm a leader. I do not accept defeat. I always climb that mountain, all because of my ancestors, and I will never forget them. So we all have got history. We've all got what's reasons why it's brought us to where we are today. And what is your struggle right now? What are you facing right now that can be overturned? So this is me sitting, just looking out, beautiful sea, and just thinking, wow, thank you. Thank you, God, for giving me such a strength from my ancestors. So for 10 years, I've been helping carepreneurs to become leaders in their own business. I've been there. I've set up multiple healthcare business, and it's about multiple income streams. Will get you to a 7-figure business within 3 years. For better or for worse, look at the path you're currently on. The plan may seem unclear. You may not be expected where that plan was going to lead to. You were happy on that path until now. There was nothing to say this was ever going to happen. You may be experiencing this right now. Another path in your career. Only you can decide to stay or leave the path you're currently on. No one else can make that decision for you. So I want you to think about, what is your talent? What do you enjoy? Focus on yourself and build a service you are passionate about. What do you have to offer? How can you give value? And what do you have to give to be fulfilled? You will need to provide a good service. Offering good service, i.e. a healthcare business, for example. Use your experience and create a plan of action to seek that same internal joy by being of service to others and acknowledging another's worth. Self-love is important too, to grow yourself. Look at levels of sustainability that will enable you to feel in control. Leaving a legacy that will continue beyond you is an achievement in itself. My father, many years ago, he's passed away now, he started the food bank in New York. Started off with one person, and by the time my father passed away, he built it and left a legacy, and it's still going today. He had over 600 people turn up at his funeral, and the funeral lasted for 2 days because it was so big. So what is your legacy? Newton's law of motion physics, what goes out must come back. What goes up must come down. Mediation is a way to align yourself and to get an understanding of where you want to be. Just sit with yourself and just spend some time thinking about where you want to be, what you want to do, who you want to serve, and be grateful. You have given so much of your time, energy, and care. Acknowledge what you've achieved. What is your intention to fulfill your goals? Trust your vision. Sit and just think about, like how I was sat there looking out at the sea. What is your vision? I never imagined that my vision would be, I'd be looking at such a beautiful place. But what is your vision? What do you see? How do you want to serve? So how can healthcare workers be business owners? Carepreneurs are individuals who specialize in providing a care service, also known as care providers. It's a mixture of care providers and entrepreneurs, hence the name, I call it carepreneurs. Carepreneurs leverage their experience as healthcare professionals using creative thinking, successful systems, investment in time and money, and planning. Being a carepreneur, you will have many roles in your company. You're wearing many hats. You already have the necessary skills to multitask because you've done this in your job, for example. You're multitasking all the time. You're wearing many hats. You may be doing different roles in that job as well. So healthcare professionals are already doing these tasks every day in their current role. They can include more cost-effective means of care delivery, more efficient patient treatment, and the ability to create more robust, individualized, proactive patient wellness strategies. Just drank my water there. Ultimately, carepreneurs can make it possible for patients to have better control over their health and healthcare costs which could go a long way towards helping them improve their quality of life. Becoming a carepreneur can give you a better sense of freedom and better control, and freedom to build your healthcare business on your terms. This is earned by implementation, strategies, and processes. Care is not easy. I'm sure you'll all agree, to go into. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme either. You must be willing to put the hard work in, time and effort, but you already know this anyway. You need to be good enough. You know this already because you're doing it right now. We are all doing business online nowadays. Everything business has to be embraced online. You can run a healthcare business online from the comfort of your own home. Virtual world online, connected by computers, communicating with each other, whether it's by email, fax, or telephone, etc. We're online. We're doing it. So there are various types of niche businesses. And I'm going to explain, so I'm going to list some of them. I'm not going to go into detail because I want to explain that when we're doing the next web classes as well. So you could be doing patient transport, telecare, virtual care, recruitment care agency, which everyone seems to know already, imaging diagnostic, providing healthcare mobile app developments, recruitment healthcare software, online pharmacies, healthcare digital marketing services. You could be a healthcare blogger. You could be a medical transcription service. You could provide medical records management. You could provide medical billing services, online health community, online healthcare insurance agency, online medical consultancies, medical tourist operators. You could be a midwife or a doula, birth freely childbirth services. You could do massage therapy, wellness coach, healthcare training school, healthcare uniforms online, hospital cleaning business, accountancy business, occupational therapy, health information website, online health and wellness business, online health coach, medical equipment devices, residential nursing homes, medical equipment training school, mother and baby unit, ambulance service, PPE, dental practice agency, optical, physiotherapist agency, home care agency, nursing agency, children's services, social worker agency. There's about 50 businesses which you could set up. But find one that you feel that you're going to resonate with, and that will be your drive for making it a success. Find your passion first, and then money will follow. So find your passion and be your own boss. The above list on the previous slide is just the few that I have done and been interested in doing. You may have the skills which are transferable to a business. I'd like you to book a free 15 minutes consultation with me. You will get this video, so you'll be able to play it back. listen to it over the weekend, and hopefully it will open your mind. It will raise awareness that you do have choices. And I want the outcome for you is to think about whether you're wanting to move forward and open up your own business, your healthcare business, where you're serving and you're passionate about what you're doing and you're in control. So subscribe to our newsletter. When you get the email, it will come to you. And then if you could subscribe, then you will get more updates, because I'm going to be doing lots and lots of web classes, as well as we've got 3 new programs we're introducing this year. And hopefully you'll be able to join us on those 3 programs. We're also going to be doing a 3-day summit on the programs that I've just mentioned as well, so that you can get a better idea about what each one is. So do subscribe to our newsletter. Do book a free 15-minute consultation with me. When we send you the email, you'll get an email, you'll get the video where it will be a Zoom video, and you just click the link and you'll be able to watch this video again. Do look at my book on Amazon. It's the first series book, which is called We Will Love You from a Distance. And this is the first series. We've got our next boot camp, which is the 4th, 6th, and 5th of March 2022. We have got the summit, which will be in June. So there's not long, but we've got this summit which will talk about all of those different businesses that I mentioned to you, for you to then look at, wow, I want to do this one actually, or maybe you want to do multiple ones, because I want to make sure that you're looking at working towards a 7-figure business, and that is by doing multiple streams of income. So I want to show you the multiple streams of income program that we will be having in June, because I think it's important for you to look at what business you want to do. You may just want to do one, but there's different ways that you can earn multiple streams of income. So join us at the University of Care Providers Business School, where we will be discussing different things. But the boot camp, you'll get the information about our boot camp, which is the 12 key areas in business. And I want you to have your vision and think about what it is that you want to do and where you see yourself, what you see yourself doing. Does anyone have any questions? Just unmute yourself. Does anyone have any questions? I'll gladly speak with anyone if you've got any questions about what I've just said.
Yes, I have a question.
Oh, hi, Patience. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
And yeah. So my question is it possible to, I was in the UK before coming to Uganda, and I am planning to return to the UK. So by the grace of God. So I want to know if it is possible to register my care business recruitment agency in the UK whilst I'm in Uganda. Is that a possibility?
Yes, it is a possibility. Have you booked a 15-minute with me? Because I can talk to you more about that. We are going to be doing another web class about recruiting staff members from abroad.
Okay.
And sponsorships and things like that. So we will, be doing that as well. But yes, you can, like I said, you can run a business.
Okay. Okay, I'll book the 15-minute call.
All right then.
During which I will share more. Yeah.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
It's been wonderful speaking with you.
Thank you, me too.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have any questions? Or if you want to type, if you want to type in the chat box, that's fine. Let's have a look. You can unmute yourself. Thank you. Thank you. It's so wonderful having you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And I will send you the recordings as well. And I just want to leave you with this thought. I want you to think about, what do you see for 2022? What is your vision for the next year? What is your vision? So just think about that. Where do you see yourself? Oh, and you'll get this video, so you'll play it back, and then you'll then think about what types of business. And I would say choose about 4. Choose 4 of those businesses and think about which one you're going to do first, second, third, and fourth. And have a 3-year plan that you'll set up these 4 businesses within 3 years. So I hope that was helpful for you all. I want to bid you all good day and have a blessed weekend and stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patience. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. 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 Thank you.
Take care. Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.